Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff, and it's been a little minute since I've done a video, I know. I was actually getting ready to record this week's episode of Hits on Hulu when this news story dropped. So I wanted to talk about it really quickly with you guys and go over it and give you my opinion on it. So let's go ahead and get into it. This comes from The Wrap. Before I get into this, I wanted to say, Humberto Gonzalez, he's one of the people that report a lot of rumors all the time. He also said multiple times that there is no Snyder Cut and we would never ever see it. So to move on and get on with our lives. Now he's reporting this. So take these rumors with a grain of salt and remember what he said about Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then we turn around and we get an announcement for Zack Snyder's Justice League. That being said, let's get into the article. Batman returns. Keaton in talks to play Bruce Wayne in the Flash movie. Exclusive. After nearly 30 years, Michael Keaton is in talks to return to the role of Batman to appear alongside Ezra Miller in Warner Brothers' upcoming movie, The Flash, The Wrap has learned exclusively. Talks with Keaton are in very early stages. It is far from a sure thing and can go either way. No details are currently available about how big or small Keaton's role is. This is in early stages. The plot will introduce general audiences to the idea of the multiverse, one of the core concepts underpinning DC Comics. Really quickly, I wanted to say, DC comic fans and comic fans alone, whether it be Marvel, DC, whatever, they know about multiverses and other alternative realities. That being said, will the public understand when there's another Bruce Wayne, another Batman, or multiple characters when we're seeing another Batman or Robert Pattinson next year? Will they be confused? I don't think so, but it'll have to be explained a little bit. For the non-fanboy set, the multiverse refers to a shifting number of alternate universes that coexist within the larger reality depicted in DC Comics. Originally created to explain various contradictory changes the company's characters experienced over decades, it allows several different versions of the same characters to simultaneously exist and occasionally interact. Matt Reeves' upcoming The Batman will not be affected, and Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is still viewed as the future of the franchise. There have been a lot of events in DC Comics over the time that have included the multiverse coming together, like Infinite Earths, Final Crisis, all kinds of things that included the multiverse from DC Comics. Also, it says here that the Robert Pattinson Batman is the future of the franchise. One notable component is the idea that in every single universe, Earth is always home to a larger than normal number of superpowered heroes and villains whose actions often have galaxy-spanning consequences. Like Flashpoint, which is the rumor to be the Flash movie. Barry Allen goes back in time to save his mother and basically completely disrupts the timeline and changes everything. Instead of having Bruce Wayne as Batman, we have Thomas Wayne as Batman and Martha Wayne as Joker because they witnessed Bruce Wayne being shot in the alley instead of them being shot in the alley that we've always known. It sounds like instead of that happening with this rumor, it would be Bruce Wayne played by Michael Keaton instead. That comes on top of conflicting reports we heard yesterday about Jeffrey Dean Morgan coming back to reprise his role as Thomas Wayne to play the Flashpoint version of Batman. So there's a lot of conflicting rumors out there. There's also rumors out there that say Ben Affleck might come back in the DCU as Batman if the Snyder Cut goes really well. Maybe even bring him into like a DC Universe series on HBO Max. So there are a lot of conflicting reports. DC has been planting the seeds of the multiverse for the last several years. It was introduced in the CW's Arrowverse franchise with Supergirl and Black Lightning, expressly established as being in separate universes from Arrow, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. But most recently during the CW's crossover event Crisis on Infinite Earths, movies such as Wonder Woman and Justice League were confirmed as part of the Arrowverse multiverse when the Barry Allen played by Grant Gustin on the CW encountered Miller's Barry Allen. And while it's still not known how the multiverse concept will play out in other future DC Comics movies, it certainly expands the available options for Warner Brothers as it develops them, just in case it wants to find a way to pit Joaquin Phoenix's Joker against, say, the current version of Aquaman, which, by the way, will never happen. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was meant to be a standalone film. He's not meant to be part of a bigger universe. It will not happen. Keaton first played Batman, Bruce Wayne, in Tim Burton's '89 blockbuster of the same name, a critical and financial success that changed how superhero films were viewed and paved the way for the genre's future box office domination. Keaton's casting was initially controversial among fans, as he was primarily known for broad comedies, including like Mr. Mom, things like that, but his performance, particularly how he used his comedic background in his portrayal of Bruce Wayne to differentiate it from Batman, was widely praised and is now recognized as a seminal moment in comic book films. Keaton is my second favorite on-screen Batman behind Ben Affleck. It's really close. I've always loved 89 Batman, and I still think it's a special and fantastic film. I've gone back and watched it recently, and I still absolutely love it, and I love Jack Nicholson's Joker as well. Keaton last played Batman in 92's Batman Returns, but quit the role during development of a third film after Burton was pushed out as director and replaced with Joel Schumacher, who took the series in a campier direction with 1995's Batman Forever and its much reviled 97 follow-up, Batman and Robin, which in my opinion is one of the worst films of all time. But The Flash will disregard the latter two entries entirely and explore what Keaton's version of Batman has been up to since we last saw him. Loosely based on the 2011 DC Comics crossover event Flashpoint, previously announced as the film's title at Comic-Con 2017, the story sees Ezra Miller's Barry Allen travel back in time to prevent the death of his mother. The result, Allen inadvertently creates another universe protected by Michael Keaton's Batman, now 30 years older. It Chapter 2 director Andres Muschietti is set to direct the Flash movie from the latest draft of the script from Birds of Prey writer Christina Hodson. The Flash is eyeing a Q1 2021 production start, subject to the protocols in place right now. Like I said, this is coming on the heels of conflicting reports because of this. The Cinema Spot, which I don't know much about, is reporting that the Flash film is to feature Flashpoint Batman with Jeffrey Dean Morgan circling the role Reprisal. I'm not sure what to believe. There's a lot of conflicting reports. If they're going to be replacing Ben Affleck as Batman, which is what I've seen on multiple different websites, they're talking about this, saying that he will be the replacement for Ben Affleck in the DCU, Michael Keaton. So maybe, in fact, what happens is after Barry comes back from Flashpoint and comes back to the current timeline, it's a different version of Bruce Wayne because of the events that were changed. So that could be another possibility. Take this with a big grain of salt. It's coming from Humberto Gonzalez, who did say the Snyder Cut did not exist, but yet we're getting it next year. I'm not sure what to believe. He said some things in the past that he completely said was true, which turned out not to be true. He's reported false rumors before, so we'll see. He also says this is an early talks. Nothing's pinned down. It's still early stages. So we'll see about that. I want to know you guys. I want to know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments below. Or you can find links to my social media in the description, so you can let me know on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook what you guys think of this rumor that's going on about Michael Keaton returning as the Batman. I wanted to make this quick video for you guys. Hits on Hulu will still be up by the end of the day. I will be doing that right after this. And there's a possibility I might be live streaming tonight to talk about all of the DC rumors we've gotten in the last couple months since the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which it has been quite a few. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you like what you see, and hit the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on everything we do here on the channel, including when we go live for live streams. So if we decide to do a live stream tonight, if you have the bell on for notifications, you will get a notification that says we are live. Thank you for watching. I'm Jeff with The Geek Blend, and remember, if you geek about it, we speak about it. See you guys next time. Bye.